Hello everybody. Yeah, hi. So this is me, Liberty Whispers, obviously doing a new video. I haven't done like a proper video in a while, and I've been meaning to, so this is going to be the first of a few on what I'm going to call Squirrel Nut Weekend, because you'll be thinking I've been stockpiling them like a squirrel with nuts. So I'm going to be dropping a few this week. Dropping a few, I make it sound, I don't know. The first one is just like a rambly ramble, because I was wanting to do a gameplay request video, which is coming for the Whisperer who requested that particular video. It is on the way, but it's something I want to take my time with, and I've got more time to do it tomorrow, and I'm wanting to maybe make it over an hour, make it quite a long one, so rather than rush it, I thought I'd put it back a day in my diary, as it were, and take my time and get that out when that gets out, but that shouldn't be too long. Anyway, this is just a kind of rambly ramble video. I have a particularly themed one after this, and then I have my 100th video, which will be a tag video. So yeah, you've got that to look forward to. But what I thought I would do is just generally do a little bit of chit chat. I'm going to pinch an idea, pinch being a Britishism for stealing an idea. The lovely Jubilee Whispers did a Rambley video not so long ago where she was playing with her Rubik's Cube, and seeing as I am sat at my desk and I have my Rubik's Cube with me, I thought I might just play with it, although mine's quite old and antiquated and it's a bit squeaky, so I don't know if that's going to be the most relaxing of things. But I thought in general I would just kind of do an audio tour of my desk. I did do a video in which you can see my desk, so if you want to see that you can do that as well, but I'll give you a little sort of audio tour and just ramble and witter on. I can't even turn this bloody Rubik's Cube. I swear, I think this thing has been unearthed from a crypt somewhere. This may be the very first Rubik's Cube in human history. I actually can't do it. I'm not clever enough to do it. I've never solved this once, but to be fair, I am very impatient, and if I can't solve it within 5 minutes, I'm going to put it down. I was no good as a kid with jigsaws and such, because I was just like, this isn't working, I can't do it, I'm bored, find me something that I can do. In the best of attitudes to have. I should say, if the sound quality is better this time round, it's because I'm using my proper mic, which, if you're wondering, you're probably not, but if you're wondering, is an AKG Perception 120 USB mic, and it's pretty nice. I'm actually trying it without the pop filter. I have two pop filters. One is a big, long, sort of elasticated neck one, and the other is a shorter one, but I thought I'd try it without, and I'd try different things. In fact, it's kind of like an experimental ramble, because I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to my mic, and so we'll see how this sounds. I don't know if this is going to be any good or not, but it's always good for reference, so if this sounds preferable, a little closer to my mic, please let me know, and I can implement that in the future, I guess. But yeah, so I don't really have much else planned to talk about. I think in my last video, which was horrendous, and hopefully you haven't seen. I talked about maybe... I don't know if I did talk about this or if I talked about this outside the video. My memory's so terrible. I apologise. About maybe doing like a record club, kind of like a book club, but like every 2 weeks pick a record, an album, or a long player, if you prefer, that I either love or really like, or or what's considered a classic, or a record that I haven't listened to but really kind of should have, or just basically whatever, really. The idea was that every 2 weeks pick out an album to listen to, and with the advent of like Spotify and streaming and stuff like that, it's easier for people to listen to stuff, and then maybe just talk about it as like a little feature, because I do kind of like doing features for some of the websites that I write for. I do features and they're fun, but yeah, I was thinking about doing that, so maybe in 2 weeks time talk about the first record, which will be What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, which is one of my favourite albums of all time. So yeah, if you want to listen and join in, and that's what you need to be checking out, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. It can be any edition, it can be original edition, or it can be the extended deluxe edition, the remastered version that was put out a little bit ago, whichever. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in 2 weeks. I think I know. Yeah, we'll decide. I know. I'm so indecisive. It's terrible. I'm a barely functioning human, I think, at the best of times. So yeah, there we go. Record Club, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. And what's going on is stuff on my desk, which I was meant to get around to doing. So yeah, I'm going to experiment with this mic. I'm also going to try at some point, because I've just ordered a rather fancy little sort of, it's like a mini mixer, because I don't have the space for a mixing desk, and to be honest, I don't really have the technical know-how how to fully operate a mixing desk. I mean, I could probably bluff my way around a few aspects of it, but I got myself a little mini mixer, specially designed for like laptops and such, in which you can plug in instruments and like studio mics, because I do have 2 proper microphones used for vocals that I still have with me, along with a bunch of leads and cables and other assorted audio tech. So when that arrives, I might try one of those mics on a video and see how it sounds. But I do like this mic. It's actually pretty good, and it's pretty handy. So yeah, anyway, so let's do a little kind of audio tour around my desk. The sound you can hear there is my Game Station loyalty card, which is pretty worn out. Game Station is kind of like GameStop for you US listeners, where you can buy new and pre-owned games, which is awesome if you like video games, which I do. And the card gives you money off every time, well, it gives you points. It's like a loyalty system, so every time you trade in games, you get accumulated points, and that goes on your card, and that gets turned into cash. What did I buy recently? I just finished Far Cry 3, which is awesome, and I bought Assassin's Creed 3, which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm having trouble getting into. Like, I keep stopping and starting and stopping and starting, and I think the problem is between Assassin's Creed 2 and 3. There's been like expansions or sort of tie-in games. I think there's been 2 Revelations. I think there's 1. I can't remember what the other is, but and it's been so long since I played 2 that I've kind of lost track of the story, so it's kind of like trying to crowbar myself back into the plot. But anyway, I'm totally going off topic and on a tangent about games, but anyway, that's what that sound is. Here we have, speaking of clubs and whatnot, ages ago, before I took my 6-month hiatus, I talked about doing a film club. Well, we've been doing that, me and a fellow Brit and a fellow contributor to screeninvasion.com. We cheap plug that. We did start up a film club, and we've got about 16 films done so far. Each week he'll pick one, then I'll pick one, and then for the third round we'll have what we call a public pick, where we get people to pick films for us to watch and to talk about and whatnot, and I'll write them down. And this is like an old school method, it's like old school bingo. I'll write down the name of the film, and I've got this little plastic tumbler cup thing, and we'll give that a little shake, and then we'll pour out whatever it is, unfold it, and see what film it is. But yes, if you like movies, you should definitely go check out our podcast, Film Club, and even suggest some films, and they will go in that little tumbler that you just heard me shaking about. What else have we got? Roll of sellotape. We have a little metal tin with an assortment of things in it. 1, 2, 3 USB flash drives. A metal slider for the guitar. A badge. And a step counter. Oh, sorry, 2 badges. And a SIM card. Yeah, my desk is pretty random. And some 3D glasses behind that. What else do we have? We have Avengers vs. X-Men drinks coaster, which I got with issue 1 back in April last year. I think it's a drinks coaster. It's in the shape of one anyway. We have some Tyrosettes, which are like throat lozenges. It's basically a mess on my desk at the minute. We have some pay slips, a tin full of pens, a wallet, 3 issues of The Walking Dead. Sorry, 4. A copy of, this is how random it is, a copy of Catcher in the Rye, and a copy of Songs of Innocence and of Experience by William Blake. Quite possibly the best romantic poet from my motherland. We also have a little box full of safety pins, and paper clips. Which I don't think I've ever used. Well, obviously I've used safety pins. They're not even safety pins, what am I on about? They're like little pinboard pins. And what are those things called? Oh, keck. Oh, they're not staples. I've probably even just said it. Oh, never mind. It's full of stuff that I've never used. And that's probably why I can't remember what they're called. And have some loose change, some loose CDs. Underneath I have, right next to me, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, I have a long box full of comics. And then next to that I have my vinyl collection. Which is pretty small, but growing by the week and full of good stuff. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. A little rambly ramble there for you, with some noises in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'm gonna go and do some more recording for other stuff. So yeah, if you like this, cool, and hold tight because there's more stuff coming. Yeah.